home sauce that we're going to put on our steak.
I eat all of the cheese. Don't go to France.
Okay.
They're all out.
Live in front of an amazing audience. Today we're going to talk about where you get your beef, where do you get your meats from, because we all have to know that. We all have to know what the animal eats, because what they're eating is what really we're going to be eating at some point. So I brought a good friend of mine, Dave Steele from Nutrafarms. Hey Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
What a great audience, eh?
Amazing.
So we were talking, and we've been talking a whole lot about this, is where you get your beef from. And Nutrafarms was started. Can you give us a little bit of history where Nutrafarms was started, how it started, and why?
Yeah, and I'd love to. Really privileged to be working with a great company like Nutrafarms. We started out in 2001 as a privately held company, still the same today. It was a vision of one individual, Russ Urbanowski, that decided that he wanted to offer a bit of a different switch from going from your mainstream markets, grocery stores and butchers, more of an exclusive product that was raised the old-fashioned way.
And what do you mean by old-fashioned way?
Well, for the most part nowadays, a lot of stuff is really mass-produced, and that's just a sign of the times. There's a lot of demand and need for products out there. So old-fashioned, when I mean that is, I mean like an 8th-generation farmer that's still doing things the same as they would have done as their great-grandfather would have farmed. So things like free-roaming animals outside, not going to a more high-density farming practice.
So the animal, they're eating grass? Is that truly what their diet is?
That is 99% of their diet, basically. With the beef specifically, they have an opportunity to range out on a pasture. And really, there's not a lot of interaction between the farmer and the animal. Basically, they get to live a very stress-free life, and they grow as they grow naturally. They aren't rushed. They aren't pushed. They just grow, and when they're ready, they're ready.
And then with all your beef, you dry age your beef. That's going back truly to old school way of doing it. The way that you're going to get the most amount of flavor, the way that I love eating beef. And can you explain what dry aging versus wet aging is?
I'd love to. Again, a sign of the times is that for the most part, there's not a lot of time period from the time that they harvest an animal from the time that it actually comes to your table. The time period is very valuable to a retailer or a producer. So what Nutrafarms does is we've taken it and slowed things down a little bit. We'd prefer to actually hang our beef the old-fashioned way in a cooler, sawdust on the floor as it was done many, many years ago.
I'm going to say thank you very much, Dave Steele, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
A lot about our beef, where our beef comes from, where our chicken comes from, how great it is, and you're doing some great things, and I just absolutely love what you're doing.
Thank you very much.